Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Cassie and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be going through 10 new patterns for spring and summer. This is of course in the Northern Hemisphere, so if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, I'm sorry, but I live in Toronto and we are just starting to see warm up in the weather, and I'm so excited to get into spring and summer sewing. But before we do that, if you like general sewing, knitting, making, and sustainable fashion, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you get a notification every time I post a video. Like this video if you're into what you see, and post a comment. Let me know if you've tried any of these patterns, if you want to try any of these patterns, any videos you'd like to see from me, all of that. So without any further waiting, let's get into my top 10 new sewing patterns to try for spring and summer. This one is the Hallon Dress by Paradise Patterns. This is probably, well, it's number one on this list, and I think it's number one on my list in general. It looks so great. It's by, like I said, Paradise Patterns, and it is this lovely backless dress that you can kind of do in a couple ways. You can have it a bit more flowy and loose through the back, or a bit more fitted with like a really lovely high neck, and I think a couple different lengths through the body, as well as a little ruffle option. So there's two views. For me, I'm probably going to go with view B. That's a little bit more fitted, especially through the back. Is, like I said, a little closer to the body, and I would probably do like a soft, like washed linen, or go for something a little silkier, maybe like a little sexy. That would be really awesome. So that is number one on my list, both literally and just in terms of how I made this list. Number two is the Closet Core set. So it's a sweater or a sweatshirt and shorts or joggers. So I love how customizable this is. You could make the sleeves of the sweater short sleeve and have the pants become shorts. You can have like the sweater being longer sleeves as well as the shorts or the joggers. Honestly, it's super timeless, and because, you know, in Toronto where I am, and a lot of parts of Canada where Closet Core Patterns is Montreal, it doesn't start to get super warm until like end of May, June. So something like this is going to be perfect for transitional weather. And I mean, if you are in the Southern Hemisphere, this might actually be something to take you into your fall winter. So this one is really high on my list. Plus, Closet Core Patterns are just like so good and really easy to follow, and I would love to try out this one. I think, you know, working with knits as well, if you're not used to working with knits, they're just always really helpful in their instructions. So go check them out, and go check out that pattern set especially. Third on my list is the very widely talked about Elizabeth Suzanne Georgia dress, or Georgia series, which it can be a dress or a t-shirt. It's a variety of different options in the pattern. Elizabeth Suzanne very notably closed up her shop and then released her patterns, but released them sort of without any instructions, so it's just the patterns themselves. And so those were circulating for a while before she took them off the internet, and now she's re-uploaded her patterns, and she's doing that a little bit at a time, I believe. And so she uploaded two. She uploaded the Clyde pants and the Georgia series, which are two awesome patterns. Even like the Clyde pants would be great in this list as well. I'll link both. But the Georgia series looks just like a really comfy throw on sort of like t-shirt or dress. I love the really like voluminous structural sleeves. Those look really great. And yeah, so now you can go to her website, you can purchase those patterns. It's also like a pay what you can option, so you could get them for free, but there is a recommended amount that you can pay. But again, it's pay what you can, and the options are there for you. Fourth on the list is the March dress by Helen's Closet Patterns. She released it end of March, so it's, you know, new-ish, and it looks so fun. It's kind of like a boho 70s style dress that I've already seen so many awesome hacks of. It's got like a paneled front. You can do like a tie up at the neck. You can make it into a shirt. You can make it into a dress. You can do so many things with it. It looks super versatile. I've heard that Helen's patterns are really easy to follow. This one apparently is a bit more intermediate, but you know, her patterns, like I said, are pretty accessible, so you can play around with it. And I think, you know, she's also quite available if you were to have any questions. That's what's awesome about indie pattern designers, is you can often just reach them by contacting them. So go check that pattern out if you like a more boho style dress for the spring or summer. Okay, number 5 on the list is the Maya dress or cami by Paper Cut Patterns. This is like a really trendy but like really like nice breezy pattern. It's a slip dress, so I think it's all cut on the bias. I would love to make this. I'm not like a big fan fan of slip dresses on me. I just find I've got narrow shoulders and kind of wider hips, like a bit of a pear shape, and I find that those kind of patterns sit, or those kind of dresses just sit a bit weird at my hips. But maybe if I tailor one to myself, it will, you know, that's the best thing about making your own clothes. You can kind of make them work for your body. So maybe that's one that I will give a try. It just looks really great, and I love the detailing of the bust area. It's sort of like, you know, lingerie style, but still really wearable and like perfect for like day, night. One of those dresses you can also layer in like the fall, winter. So that's kind of a really solid staple. I think that it would be lovely in like a linen, but I think it would also be pretty again in like a challis or challis, I can never say that, like a really like soft like rayon or silk, something really pretty. I think the options are endless. Next up is the Just Patterns Claudia Tank. It's that sort of like padded muscle tee style, like minimalist cool girl tank that you've probably seen a lot in the past year. It looks awesome on the people who have made it. I don't know if it's really like my style personally, but it looks really simple. I love the shape it gives through the shoulders, and it just makes the tank feel a little bit more elevated and purposeful, and is like just, I think, like can class up like a really like basic outfit. So what I've seen to people, it looks really awesome, and maybe I'll give it a shot. But I'm just not really, I don't know if I can do the shoulder pads. I've like taken them out of so many vintage things. I don't know if I can add them in. That feels wild to me. But I could probably like, I think I have a number of shoulder pads from like different vintage clothing that I've taken them out of that I can just make this top with. So it might actually be, you know, something pretty easy to do. So maybe, that's a hard maybe. I have the Laurence top next up, which just looks lovely. I feel like this is one of those tops that you could also wear, have the V-neck in the back and then have like the higher neck at the front, or turn it around to have it the way it's supposed to be worn with the V-neck in the front. Regardless, she made a really awesome tutorial on Instagram of like how to do the V-neck properly. So even if you don't make this pattern necessarily, go check that out for any like V-neck tanks or dresses that you're going to be making, because it blew my mind how simple it is. And I just like, I think this weekend I'm probably going to get into making a V-neck top and use her tutorial, because it just is like mwah, so good. Next up is from Megan Nielsen. I don't believe this is a new pattern, but she just released it in its extended sizing for her curve line. So I wanted to put that out there because I think it's amazing when brands are really being mindful of the sewing community and all of the different sizing needs and sizing options. So, you know, one of the reasons why a lot of people sew is so that we can have like the perfect fit for our bodies. And it's important to have accessible sizing for everyone so that, you know, we don't have to like guess, is this pattern going to be for me or not? You just know that it is. So I love that she did that. Also, this set just looks great. It looks like really casual, super beachy, but also just something that you can wear together or as separates. A really basic shorts and tank pattern. So I really love that, and I love that she made it in extended sizing. This next one, when I saw it on the Mood Fabrics website, the Bridgerton dress, just like, I thought it was hilarious. I've seen so many Bridgerton inspired dresses come out, you know, since the season launched on Netflix. So like 2020, 2021 quarantine, being at home watching Bridgerton, thinking of big poofy dresses and Regency style dresses made not Regency style. But anyways, this is like an accessible take on a Bridgerton inspired, you know, formal wear. I think you could probably make it like pretty casual, but like still super cute for like an elevated picnic, social distance picnic, make like a matching mask. I just love like the romance of it. I love how flowy it is. It's super cute, and I just love that it's playing off of the show, because I think we all were there at some point or another thinking about those dresses from that show. So that one I just thought, you know, I wanted to include it for fun. And also it's a free pattern, so it might be worth it to just download and print and see if you can make it work. And the last one, I mean, this wouldn't be a video on my channel if I didn't mention the Ilford jacket in some way. I think every one of my videos has mentioned the Ilford jacket, but I just think Chelsea from Friday Pattern Co. has done such a good job with all of her patterns, and she's launched her YouTube channel, and it's just been so helpful to watch her do her sew-alongs. So as you know, I love the Ilford jacket, and she recently, I think like when I'm filming this video today, posted the Ilford jacket hack to make it into a dress. So she's lengthened it, she shortened the sleeves, and she added belt loops and a tie waist, and it looks so good. It's like kind of like a safari style dress. You could also make it longer and kind of have it be a duster. There's so many options. I'm definitely going to make it into a dress though, because this is like one of my tried and true jacket patterns that I've made 3 times. So I, of course, have to make the dress version. And like I said, she posted a sew along, so you can see how she does it. The only thing that I think I would really want some help with is like the side slits that she added to the dress. So go check that out. I'll link that below. And yeah, I think that's going to be like, that might actually outdo the Hallon dress because I already have the pattern and I know how, I could probably make it without even the pattern at this point, let's be real. That's everything. That's 10 sewing patterns. I will link them all below. If you like that, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps me out, especially as I get this young channel up and going. If you have any ideas for something you'd want to see, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye.